What's happening? What's happening with it? Yeah. Y'all already know what it is. You tuned in to another episode of Everything Boxing. There you go, talking that boxing again. Yeah, what's happening with it? We definitely got some things to cook on today. So just make sure when y'all come in the building, make sure that y'all jump in the comments. Let me know you're in the building, and we're going to cook. Cassandra Mason, the queen, is in the building. What's going on with it, Cassandra? What's going on with it? Don't look like we got nobody else in the building right now. So they definitely ain't sending out my notifications like that. I'll wait till I get some people in the building, and we're going to cook. We definitely going to cook. First Degree Sports, what's happening with it? Salute. Like I said, we definitely got a lot to cook on today. Make sure that you smash the like button when you come in the building. You know, jump in the comments. Let me know you're in the building. Raul Garcia, what's happening with it? Salute. Mike C, what it do? I heard that, Cassandra. That's crazy. He had to get hurt in the game on Sunday. He had to get hurt on Sunday's game because that was a pre-existing injury that he had. So something had to happen. But yeah, that sucked though. I hated to hear that for the Bengals because I like the Bengals. You know what I'm saying? I'm a fan of the Bengals. And I think that they, healthy, shit, they'll give any of those teams in the AFC a run for their money. But hey, they're gonna have to get back. They're gonna have to, prepare for next season. Y'all might as well just tank the rest of this season, Cassandra. You know what I'm saying? Y'all might as well just tank the rest of this season and play for a high draft pick. That's what I would do if I was y'all. I would just tank the rest of the season and get a top 5, top 6 draft pick. Charlie got fame. What's happening with it? Our Prince, what it do? Emmanuel Carter, what's happening with it? Jermaine Wood, what it do? King TY 100, what's happening with it? Jermaine Wood says, question, do you want to see Tank and Shakur now after last night? I think it would be some same scenario in that fight. Of course I want to see the fight. Like, fans, man, y'all got to stop with this weird shit. You know what I'm saying? Like real talk, y'all got to stop being weird when it comes to this boxing shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all take one fight and get to crying and hollering, and it's one fucking fight. It's one fight. One fight. All athletes go out and they have a night where they don't perform, to the standards that they want to perform at to the standards the fans want them to perform at. Like y'all ain't never watched baseball, football, basketball, tennis. I mean, name any sport. Swimming, hockey, whatever you want to name. Prince Majestic, you just a fucking clown. That's what you are. Talking about, I wouldn't want to watch Shakur with an amateur fighter. Like, bro, you see, this is what's wrong with boxing. Weird fucking fans like you. That's what's wrong with boxing. Y'all are casual, very, very casual fans, and you say dumb shit all the time. I wouldn't want to watch Shakur versus amateur fighter. But just his last fight, you was on his dick. But now all of a sudden, I wouldn't want to watch Shakur versus an amateur fighter. Like, bro, y'all some fucking weirdos for real. And this is the problem. This is the problem with boxing and shit. Imagine if basketball fans were like boxing fans. Imagine if football fans were like boxing fans. Imagine if any other sport had the same type of fans that boxing fans do. Oh, I'll never watch. Oh, LeBron James missed a three-pointer and only scored 10 points. I'm never watching LeBron James fight. I'm never watching LeBron James play another NBA game. Shaquille O'Neal missed a free throw. Oh, I'll never watch Shaq play. I'm boycotting the NBA. Patrick Mahomes just threw an interception and lost. Oh, I'll never watch Patrick Mahomes again. I'm boycotting the NBA. Like, y'all are weird for real. Motherfuckers get on my goddamn nerves for real. Y'all are weird for real. Because it's crazy to call yourself fans of a sport, but then act like you act. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then, like, we definitely gonna cook today. For real. So you motherfucking weirdos is gonna get cooked today. Now, was that a great performance or a good performance by Shakur Stevenson? No, that's not the type of performance that boxing fans want to see. That ain't the type of performance I want to see, right? Now, let me, the best dad ever, what's happening with it? Salute. Big Dog Willis says, according to Haney, Coach Shakur got KO last night. Right. That's not the type of fight that I like to see. Now, I understand if you make a career out of having fights like that, then we got a problem. See, I really never liked Rigondeaux because Rigondeaux gave me too many fights like that. You know what I'm saying? Rigondeaux can fight his ass off. One of the best fighters that boxer have ever seen, but he was boring because he fought like that all the time. You know what I'm saying? Rigondeaux fought. He gave you boring fights all the time. He rarely gave you action-packed or fights, fan-friendly fights, I want to say. But, you know, we seen Floyd have fights like that. You know what I'm saying? We seen great fighters come out and not have their best fights, but that's what makes you a great fighter, when you could have a fight like that but still win. So, yeah, I mean, nobody was entertained by that fight last night. Let's just keep it real. But you know what I'm saying? Some of y'all are fucking weirdos running around. Oh, Shakur Stevenson's a bum. I'll never watch him fight. Like, okay, well, don't watch him. You know what I'm saying? You lying. I mean, you're going to be tuned into the TV the next time Shakur Stevenson fights to see what he fight like, to see what he look like. You know what I'm saying? So y'all you just weird, man. Like grown men and women just acting just straight weird and shit, man. Like I said, if LeBron James, if basketball fans had the same type of fans as boxing fans, it probably wouldn't be a league. You know what I'm saying? if the NFL had the same type of fans as boxing fans, it wouldn't be an NFL. Sweet Tea, what's going on with it, Queen? The casual boxing fans, man, y'all are a cancer to the sport of boxing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, talk your shit, and you know, you can criticize Shakur and say, you know, hey, you know, he got to perform better than that next time. You know, you can say, you know, I wasn't entertained by the fight. You know, I thought he was going to do this. I thought he was going to do that, and he disappointed me. But, you know, hey, he's going to have to bounce back and put on a better performance. Now, also, what the hell did Edwin De Los Santos do? Like, let's keep it a buck. What did Edwin De Los Santos do in that fight? Nothing. You know what I'm saying? He didn't do shit neither. So, you know, it was a fight that no fan was expecting. Nobody was expecting to see a fight like that, but he still won. It ain't no thing. Shakur beats the hell out of Devin. That's why Devin Haney fans are running around like they won the fucking Powerball. You know what I'm saying? That's why this is that fight last night, because Shakur still won, but didn't look good, right? That's a win in the book of Devin Haney fans, because they know that Devin can't beat Shakur. Devin and Shakur is a totally different fight. Give me 1 second, y'all. Like I said, we're gonna cook today. But you know, like I said, man, Shakur gonna come out, and he'll come out in his next performance, put on a dominant performance, and then, you know, fans will be acting like this shit never happened. You know what I'm saying? Acting like they had amnesia and shit. But you know, let's talk about the fight card that went down yesterday, because I'm definitely gonna cook on this whole situation. Best Dad, what's happening with it? Salute. I'm definitely gonna cook on this situation, get deep into it, break down the fight, tell y'all what I saw in that fight last night. And so we definitely gonna talk about this fight, you know what I'm saying? But I want to talk about that fight card last night, man. Hell of a fight card last night. Hell of a fight card last night. From top to bottom, man. Abdullah Mason still looking great. Always come out putting on a great performance. Abdullah Mason, man, is gonna be a problem for anybody he step in the ring with in the future. So he went out there, he shined again, got I believe, the second round knockout. Later on, you had Cash Flow Diaz, man. That was a good fight with Cash Flow Diaz, and I forgot the opponent that he was fighting, right? But Cash Flow, man, he came out blazing. Cash Flow Diaz came out blazing in that fight. Hand speed was on point, you know, and he looked like he got power. He don't got a lot of knockouts, but he came out, man, and he was cracking. But Cash Flow, he started slowing down, and I can't think of his opponent's name off the rip, but man, that ended up being a good fight. Ended up being a close, good fight. I think what won Cash Flow that fight last night is the 2 knockdowns that he had early in the fight. If it wasn't for those 2 knockdowns that Cash Flow got early in that fight last night, he might have would have lost that fight. So that's what won him that fight, because you got to understand they only fight in 8 rounds. You know, so in the 8-round fight, he got 2 knockdowns that pretty much, you know, sold that fight up for him. And other than that, man, he had a tough time with that guy. But it was a good fight, man. And then my boy Brian Norman, man, my boy Brian Norman fought Quinn Randall, right? This was supposed to be Norman's step-up fight. Norman was coming off a hand surgery, right? First time he been in the ring since his hand surgery. And I saw a lot of things in that fight that Brian Norman got to work on, right? Now, he did win the fight clearly. It was a clear victory. Once Quentin Randall felt Norman's power, it's like he really didn't want to fight no more. You know what I'm saying? He was basically in there to survive. Also, I noticed that Quentin Randall got tired early. Probably about the fourth round, he was breathing real hard and he got tired early. So I think his mind went from trying to win the fight to just trying to survive and not get knocked out by Norman. But some of the things that I saw in that fight last night, as I stated when I was on the live stream, is that Brian Norman, man, he don't use his jab to set up his he doesn't use his jab to set up his work. A lot of times he falls in with his punches and he smothers a lot of his punches, right? And he could prevent a lot of that by using his jab. Also, he didn't go to the body none in that fight. I would have liked to see him use his jab way more. I would like to see him use his jab to the body and the head to help him control the distance. And he didn't do that. Now, I believe it was probably like the 11th or 12th round, Brian Norman finally started throwing jabs. But by that time, it was too late. But, he already was winning the fight. Now, a statement that I made last night when I was watching the fight, and I'm going to stand on my statement that I made, right? I said that Brian Norman don't have to get rid of his father. I said this last night. He don't have to get rid of his father because, that's a relationship that you don't want to ruin, right? And they close. They have a close relationship. But what I see that Brian Norman needs to do is he needs to go out and get with one of these other trainers and implement another trainer into his camp, right? You don't got to get rid of your father because I'm pretty sure your father, he knows you in ways that other fighters or other trainers are not going to know you, right? He know your ins and your outs. He know all about you, right? So you still going to need your dad there, but bring in another trainer. Maybe you can make your dad the assistant trainer and bring in another head trainer because sometimes the reality is, these father-son relationships, your dad may be able to only take you so far. You know what I'm saying? And maybe he can't teach you nothing else. And now, you know what I'm saying? I think Brian is 21. Now, you need to continue to grow. And you can implement another trainer with your father, to add to your game. So, but, like I said, man, Brian Norman, he on the come up. Only 21 years old. He still got a lot of growing to do, and he's still going to continue to get better. But you need the right trainer and the right people in your corner to teach you the things that you need to work on. So, yeah, I'm going to just leave that at that. I'm going to have Brian Norman on, and we're going to talk about this more when I get him on. I'm going to have him come through. Daryl Deluxe was happening with it. And I see old boy ain't showed up that owe me my money from last night. You know what I'm saying? He been hiding in the woodworks, ain't paid me my damn money from that bet that we made right here on live. See, that's what niggas do. Niggas will bet you, right? Niggas will bet you, you know what I'm saying, come through in your live chat and try to bet you. And then when they lose the bet, you don't see, they be in the background. They don't want to say nothing. You don't see them no more. Creeping around and shit. But I want my $100. Light skin business. What's happening with it? Raul Garcia says, I thought Shakur was going to outbox Edwin like nothing. Honestly, I just thought Edwin only chance to win. No, Edwin is a good ass fight. But like I said, we're gonna break that fight down. Edwin ain't no pushover. Edwin can box and he can crack. and he's very, very quick. Fast hand speed and all of that. So yeah, but I thought that Shakur was going to put on a much greater performance than that also. So keep it a buck. But man, like I said, it was some great fights on that card. Also, we had Emmanuel Navarrete, right? I told everybody, don't sleep on Navarrete. I try to tell, not on Conceição. I told everybody, don't sleep on Robinson Conceição. And I also told everybody, it was a 50-50 fight. I told y'all it was a 50-50 fight. Most people was picking Navarrete to knock out Conceição, and I picked the fight to go the distance. I told everybody that was going to be a very tough fight for Navarrete. And in that fight, you know what I'm saying? It came out a draw, but Conceição won that fight. I see a lot of people trying to go, go with the flow and say that Conceição lost that fight. Conceição did not lose that fight. Navarrete, the only rounds that he really won is the round that he got the knockout in, and then Navarrete won probably maybe, a couple more rounds, on the back end, right? But Robinson Conceição won that fight. It was a hell of a fight. But one thing about Conceição, man, I think that Conceição could have made the fight a lot easier for himself, because I noticed he was having a lot of success staying on the outside, right? Being first and making Navarrete fight off the back foot, right? That was the success he was having, because Navarrete showed that he cannot fight off of the back foot, right? That was what he definitely showed. He can't fight off the back foot. But also, Conceição was outboxing Navarrete. He was outboxing Navarrete, and Conceição was choosing at times to try to slug with Navarrete instead of continue to use his jab, use his footwork, use his hand speed, be first, and continue to use lateral movement and outbox Navarrete, because that's what was winning him those rounds clearly. But for some reason, Conceição, he wanted to sit there and bang with Navarrete, and that's when he started, that's when he started being in danger. You know what I'm saying? Suffering knockdowns, getting hurt. He was hurt in that fight. You know what I'm saying? On several occasions, Conceição was hurt, but that doesn't take away from the fact that he still won more rounds, that he still won that fight. And like I said, if Navarrete had a better ring IQ and realized, okay, these are the things that I need to do to win the fight easily. I don't need to trade punches and slug with Navarrete. That's his game. All I got to do is stick to my attributes, the things that I do well, and I can walk out with the easy victory. But he decided to make the fight a lot more difficult when he didn't have to. That's one thing that I noticed about Conceição, man. He made that fight a lot more difficult than he had to. But like I said, I think he still won that fight. He definitely came out and won the 12th round clearly. And to me, that put the fight in the bag for him. Now, also, how you know that Conceição won the fight? Because they scored the fight a draw. Who you think was the favorite? Who you think that Top Rank wanted to win that fight? Navarrete. They didn't score that fight a draw just because. So a lot of people, and I had people in my chat saying, oh man, Conceição was happy he got a draw. No, he was happy that he didn't get flat out robbed, and he was happy they didn't give him a loss. Because usually, right, in that situation, they're going to give you an L. They're going to flat out rob you. He was happy he just didn't get flat out robbed, right? But a draw, and when he spoke, he said that he won the fight. He thought that he won the fight. He thought that he did enough to win the fight. Navarrete know he lost that fight, because Emmanuel Navarrete even said himself, he said, man, it was a good fight, and he deserves a rematch. You think Navarrete going to be saying that man deserve a rematch if he think he won the fight clearly? Nah. But, hell of a fight, action-packed fight, man. And it didn't disappoint at all. So, like I said, man, Arise 12 tribes. You must be a casual fan. We already talked about that Navarrete knocked him down 2 times. There are 12 rounds in a boxing match. It doesn't matter if he knocked him around 2 times if he lost most of the rounds. Like I said, those 2 knockdowns made the fight close. But if you're scoring round by round, he still lost that fight. But it was a great fight. You know what I'm saying? It was a great fight. I don't have no problem with them giving him a draw. I'm just glad that they didn't flat out rob him and give him a loss like they wanted to do. But, you know, yeah, Conceição won that fight in my eyes because I was scoring every round of that fight. Big Dog Willie says the Brazilian won that fight, but knockdown looked bad, ETB. Yeah. I mean, he got hurt, he got knocked down, but that don't mean that he won that Navarrete won the fight. You know what I'm saying? Knockout, what's happening with it? Bradley 68 says, your feelings hurt. Shakur stuck up the fight. My feelings is hurt. Nigga, your feelings is hurt because we're not even talking about Shakur right now, but your old goofy ass came in here talking about Shakur Stevenson. Talking about my feelings is hurt. You niggas are weirdos, bro. Bradley 68, you was born in 1968, but you in here acting like a fucking grown-ass middle school student. You know what I'm saying?
Corny country ass up out of it.
Oh, your feelings is hurt. Man, you're too fucking old to be in here acting like a fucking grown-ass middle school student.
Fuck his feelings hurting. And Shakur walking
around. You know what I'm saying? My feelings is hurt because another man went and had a fight, won the fight, you know what I'm saying, won the championship and cashed out and got over $3 million, but my feelings is hurt. You motherfuckers is weird, for real. Hey, for what's happening with it, money?
Going down, bro. These motherfuckers per word, bro. Like
weirdo, dog.
What's wrong with you, motherfucker? You motherfuckers supposed to be loving the sport of boxing. Y'all running around. I don't know, man. It's weird. What's going down, Queen? How you doing, love?
I got motherfuckers jumping in my. I'm never watching Shakur again. Motherfuckers is weird as hell, bro.
Yeah, right. Motherfucker be glued to the TV. His next fight. Motherfucker
be glued to the TV. His next fight, bro.
I hope he leaves. Looking ass. The fuck out.
You know what I'm saying? Gonna be glued to the motherfucking TV soon as he fight again. But man, I was just talking about that Navarrete and Conceição fight, man. What was your thoughts on that fight?
I was listening to everything. I was getting myself together. Man, Conceição won. Anytime you drop a motherfucker twice and get a draw, we know what it is, fam. They was looking to put Navarrete in there with Shakur Stevenson next. That's the fight they wanted. Shakur let it be known already. You know what I mean? That's why Shakur a real one. He let it be known already. He want Lomachenko. But, you know, good scrap. I like Navarrete. Tough in the inside. Got popped, right? If he catch you on the end of that fucking stick or catch you on the end of a hook or something, you go know it. You know what I mean? You go know it. He can crack. You feel me? But Conceição should have kept it on the outside like he was doing. He came out, won the first 3 rounds easy. Won the first 3 rounds. Then he got caught up in that fucking slugging shit, right? And then he wanted to show us, you know, that I'm a man, right? I get it. You want to press the pace and stand your ground and let him know that, all right, motherfucker, you ain't just gonna bully me. And he got caught up in that shit, and it showed that Navarrete was the stronger opponent. I mean, the stronger, you know, out of the two. But you feel me? Conceição got himself back together and show why he's a gold medalist, and you know, found ways to win the rounds. And even when he was fucking dead ass tired, you know what I mean? Like the after the 11th round, I thought Navarrete would come out in that 12th round and knock his ass out. Right? Look at Conceição in the 11th round. Look at how he bounced off the ropes, how he was standing right there, like he didn't even know what fucking corner to go to, and how he stumbled back to the fucking corner and came out and won the 12th round easy, right? Easy. Like Navarrete didn't even throw a punch. So it just shows you that Navarrete was tired of his goddamn self. So, you know, looking at Conceição, man, always been a fan of his. That's my guy. I was supposed to get an interview with him. I just needed somebody that knew how to speak Portuguese because I damn sure want to go understand what the fuck he was saying, right? Um, Hell of a fighter, man. Hell of a fighter. And no knock on Navarrete. I respect Navarrete to the fullest because he didn't run around that bitch key and try to make fuss of the draw, right? He didn't, oh, I want this, that, and the third. Because Seisiao spoke his words, say he won the fight. Like you say, Navarrete say he deserved a rematch like a man because he know he deserved a rematch. You know what I mean? It was entertaining as fuck as well, right? Like I said that might be the fight of the night. They might steal the show, and they went in there and did that, bro. So, you know, to everybody that was sleeping on Conceição, talking about this and that, all that shit, we already knew what the man was. We knew he was a bad motherfucker in the ring. Like, people just, you know, motherfuckers not boxing fans for real. They just, I don't know, these motherfuckers weird nowadays. But at the end of the day, you know, it lived up to the hype, in my opinion. I thought Conceição won. I'm not mad with a draw, though. I'm really not mad with a draw because you could go look at a couple rounds. It can swing this way or that way, right? But, you know, I thought Conceição won me myself. So let's just see if the rematch take place, but it was a hell of a fight.
Yeah, I thought he won too. Like I said, it wasn't like no outlandish robbery, but Conceição, he clearly won, you know. And like you said, man, like I said, you know that by them giving him a draw. You know they didn't want to give him that fight. You know what I'm saying? That was supposed to be more so of a showcase fight for Navarrete to step in and so they could lobby for him to get a Shakur fight next.
Mm-hmm.
That's what that fight was supposed to be.
I think you said it, Key. You said you said it. I think you said it like they was hoping Navarrete knock him out and make it look like he beat him better than Shakur and Oscar Valdez. I think you said that somewhere during the broadcast.
Yep. And that's what they was hoping for, man. But you know, you got all these cats going around now talking about, oh, Navarrete, man, he beat Shakur. Hey, he motherfucking funny, dog. So let's get into the main event, right? Now, what's happening with it, Leon? What it do? Now let's get into the main event, right? Give it a buck, right? So it wasn't the type of performance that we expected from Shakur, right? Me, myself, I expected for I knew that Edwin De Los Santos, I told people from the very jump, I said Edwin De Los Santos is very dangerous. I said he's a much better fighter than goddamn Frank Martin. I've been told everybody that. I said he's a much better fighter than Frank Martin. I said he crack harder, he can box better, and all of that. But I also said that I expect that Shakur Stevenson is going to just show that he on a different level, you know. Now, watching that fight, the things that I noticed from De Los Santos, right? Obviously, we already knew the motherfucker can crack, right? Also, what I noticed is he has fast feet. He has very fast hand speed, and he has very fast reaction time. Like, he got quick reflexes, right? That's what I noticed from him. Shakur Stevenson, though, he still won the fight, didn't take no punishment. De Los Santos couldn't even land a clean shot on Shakur the whole night. I think he might have landed one clean body shot. The rest of the shit was, you know, shots that Shakur was blocking and deflecting. Like, he really didn't land not one clean, solid, hard punch on Shakur. You know what I'm saying? Shakur, he controlled the distance. You know, like I said, Santos, he can box and he has footwork, right? But he still couldn't cut off the ring on Shakur. Now, at times, Santos tried to press the action, but Shakur was just making him look wild, making him miss. You know what I'm saying? Making him miss. A couple times he made swing. A couple times he made him miss and hit the ropes and shit. But what Shakur was doing, man, he was taking two quick steps back, and then when De Los Santos would come in and get close, he would pivot and go out the back door on him, and then make De Los Santos reset, and then touch him with the jab, right? But one thing I noticed from Shakur is he did not use the left hand the whole night. Like, the whole night, he was a one-handed fighter. You know what I'm saying? He left the left hand up the whole night right there and didn't use it. He wasn't probing with it. He wasn't doing nothing with the left hand. He just kept it stationary right there the whole night, and he used his right. Everything was just a short right hook. At times a jab here, jab to the body, and like I said, man, it was a very petty, tedious fight. Both of them was basically trying to download each other for most of the fight. Edwin De Los Santos, you could tell he stopped running in on Shakur, right? But he started getting very cautious with the punches that he threw. And at times in that fight, Shakur had De Los Santos on his back foot. A lot of people not talking about that, right? Now, Shakur wasn't doing what he usually does when he puts you on his back foot. Shakur usually puts you on your back foot and he'll pick you apart, right? He'll pick you apart. He was putting De Los Santos on his back foot, and there was openings, but then Shakur would just feint and he wouldn't let his hands go, And then De Los Santos was doing the same shit, or he would throw a wild hook and Shakur would make him miss by a mile and make him reset, and then it was just like, okay, I'm gonna land a jab here, I'm gonna land a jab there. It was very, very it was a very petty chess match. You know what I'm saying? You land one punch, I'm gonna land 4 punches and win the round. That's what it was, man. But like I said, you can see clearly that Shakur wasn't using his left hand. Now, if you know boxing and you have a little common sense, you know that it's much easier to beat a fighter with 2 hands than 1 hand. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people run around, well, Shakur fought like that versus Jeremiah Nakatila. So what I did is, because a lot of people like to run their fucking mouth because they'll hear one person say something, then they'll hear another, and they'll just go with what everybody's saying instead of going and do the research for themselves. So I only had watched that Jeremiah Nakatila fight one time. This morning I got up and I watched the Jeremiah Nakatila fight, Money, because I like to do film study, right? Some of y'all need to do that instead of just fucking going by what somebody else say. So I went back and watched that fight. In the Nakatila fight, Shakur Stevenson did not fight nothing like he did last night. Totally different fight. In the Nakatila fight, actually, Shakur fought that whole fight damn near at mid-range to inside. He fought that whole fight like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I hadn't watched the fight in a long time, right? You would think, because people say, oh, he fought just like that against Nakatila. No, the fuck he did not. With Nakatila, he picked Nakatila apart, right? Now, the only thing in Nakatila, he didn't throw a lot of combinations. He was throwing his left hand a lot. He was throwing the left hand to the body, right? He was throwing left hooks to the, left straights to the body. He was throwing left straights up top. He was throwing left hooks in that fight. He was using his left hand a lot in the Nakatila fight, and he was picking Nakatila apart, right? But he wouldn't let Nakatila get off. So anytime Nakatila got off, he would use his angles, step back, make Nakatila reset, and then bam, bam, touch him up, and then, get back in the mid-range. Go back and watch that fight. He didn't fight like he did last night. Totally different fight. So when people say that Shakur Stevenson has fought like this before, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. No, you haven't. And like I said, I went back just to see that for myself. I went back to the Nakatila fight just to watch it, and it was a completely different fight than the fight that he fought last night. But it wasn't a good performance, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes you got to put on performances like that, to get the W. And like I was saying earlier, Money, fans in boxing, you have the worst fans in boxing. You know what I'm saying? Most of them don't know shit about boxing. Most of them don't know no history about boxing. Most of them just run around and say the most outlandish shit. Most of them just get a certain fighter that they like and dick suck that fighter. You know what I'm saying? It's just weird, man. These motherfuckers is weirdos. Like I was saying earlier, if you had the same type of fans in the NFL that you do in boxing, it wouldn't be no NFL. If you had the same type of fans that you do in the NBA as boxing, it wouldn't be no NBA. Imagine LeBron James have a bad night, right? And everybody fucking come back the next day talking about they'll never watch LeBron James play again. Imagine fucking Joe Burrow or Patrick Mahomes throw an interception in the game, and then everybody, you know what I'm saying, that's a fan of the NFL say that they'll never watch another game with Patrick Mahomes playing again. That's the type of shit that you get in boxing, right? People, you know what I'm saying, you have one performance that people don't like. It wasn't a good performance. It was a lackluster performance, but he still got the win. Didn't take no punishment. You know what I'm saying? Unscathed. You have one performance like that, and then all the other fights you done had your whole career, everybody just want to throw that out the window. But see, Shakur Stevenson got to understand is that people are looking for you to fail. People are going to look for anything they can to down you because they already don't fuck with you anyway. You know what I'm saying? They did it to Floyd Mayweather, right? They did it to Andre Ward. You know what I'm saying? All the great fighters have had fights like that. You know what I'm saying? But still came out with the W because they great fighters. It showed you that you great when you can use one hand and still beat a fighter like that. Have a bad performance, but still win relatively easily in a bad performance. Like, is it Shakur Stevenson's fault that Edwin De Los Santos set a new CompuBox record, right? For the least amount of punches landed on your opponent in 12 rounds? Shakur set a record last night. De Los Santos landed the least amount of punches since CompuBox in a 12-round fight last night. But ain't nobody talking about that. Ain't nobody talking about how great Shakur Stevenson's defense was in a bad performance. Now you got all of these fucking weirdos running around talking about Shakur's a bum. Shakur needs to retire. He don't never need to fight again. We don't never need to fight again. And pop with the drop. You're a fucking idiot. You have no boxing knowledge at all. A lot of y'all are just fucking idiots and have no boxing knowledge at all, right? Talking about, Frank Martin would have stopped Shakur. Frank Martin can't hit half as hard as De Los Santos do. Frank Martin ain't even the fighter that De Los Santos is, right? You got people, Devin Haney dominates Shakur Stevenson. That's how you know people don't know shit about boxing. Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson is a completely different fight. Devin Haney don't possess nothing to make Shakur Stevenson stay off of it. Nothing at all. Devin don't have no power. Devin can't outbox Shakur. Devin can't box on the level of Shakur Stevenson. Like, that's how you know that people don't know shit about boxing. Like, I've seen Floyd Mayweather put on performances just like this, but still come away with the win. And Floyd will tell you. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck what y'all talking about. My objective is to win the fight. However, I got to win the fight. Now, with Shakur Stevenson, right? He don't want to put on bad performances like this at this stage in his career because he's still at the stage, right, where he's still lobbying to get a pay-per-view fight, right? He's lobbying to become a star to get one of these big name fighters to get in the ring with him, right? And so you know that matters. You want to be able to put on good performances so you can get the audience to want to, pay for you to fight, to watch you. So that was a negative in the whole situation with Shakur, and that's why Shakur was apologizing. He apologized to Floyd Mayweather. He apologized to Andre Ward. He apologized, to all of his family because he was disappointed in his performance. But like Floyd said, he ain't got to apologize shit. They said the same shit about me. Andre Ward said, I've had performances where people said the same shit. Matter of fact, listen to this, Money, right? I want you to listen to this, and then I'm going to let you cook. And this shows you how weird boxing fans is, how much they don't know shit about boxing, right? Listen to this. Hold on.
Vladimir is showing those fighters that they have to modify their styles. Vladimir has landed in single digits in all 9 rounds so far. Pearl, has he won any rounds? No. You mentioned Larry Merchant is 100% correct. The crowd's not saying the word. I might go to Floyd's corner and say, you know what, Floyd? You're 9 points ahead. Stand in the middle of the ring and bang with the guy and give the fans their money's worth because he ain't doing it. Anyway, 9-0, 90-81. Floyd Mayweather Jr. is a very, very unpleasing performance because he's not fighting with the guy. Larry, I was going to say that before the bell ended. Even though he's winning the fight, it's not to me that overly impressive. He's comparing himself as this greatest and Sugar Ray Leonard, the Tommy Hearns. There's no way in the world those fighters would have been able to hit a man as easy as he's in Vladimir, and they wouldn't have sat down and tried to get him out of there with some good combination instead of.
You hear now you hear him talking shit about Floyd Mayweather, talking about he's comparing himself to the greats like Sugar Ray Leonard and Tommy Hearns, and he'll never be that, and it's no way they would put on a fight like this, and complaining, talking about the fans was booing. They did the same shit to Floyd Mayweather. But now, what do we consider Floyd Mayweather, Money?
The greatest of all time.
Exactly. But see, like I said, man, this is boxing for you, right? This is boxing. What you got on the whole take of this?
I want to add another thing to the mix. When you got motherfuckers running around talking about Shakur ain't special and he ain't this, shut the fuck up. Like, I don't even want to talk boxing, but any motherfucker that say Shakur Stevenson ain't special. You feel me now? Like we said, was it a lackluster performance on offense for Shakur last night? Absolutely. Right? We not going to take away from that. We not going to discredit that. He not discrediting that. We seen what happened last night. But if you look at that fight, and if you being realistic, fam, you seen Shakur still controlling the entire fight. You knew who was in control of the entire fight. When the fight was over, you knew who won the fight. You understand what I'm saying? You motherfuckers knew who won the fight before the fight even started. But y'all to act like, oh my God, man, he's not this, he's not that. Like, it's gonna be nice like this, man. When you're a fighter like Shakur Stevenson with the style that he got, right? That's the outcome that you're going to get. But like he said, he felt a little off. He didn't feel right. He even said at the press conference, man, look, I'm not worried about what you motherfuckers think. I'm gonna go out here. I'm gonna get in the ring. I'm gonna figure him out. Have I feel in there, then I go off of that. So he got into the ring, and it was just he couldn't pull the trigger for us the offense, right? And I feel like something was wrong with his left hand. Nobody can tell me nothing wasn't wrong with his left hand, right? He wasn't throwing it. Something clearly was wrong. He just didn't want to make no excuses. But that's neither here nor there because he still won the fight. It ain't like he lost. So it's really not making an excuse to say that he wasn't using his left hand and something was wrong with it. It'd be an excuse if he'd have lost the fight and we trying to figure out the reason why he lost the fight. But the man clearly won. Unanimous. I'm going to repeat that. The man clearly fucking won the fight. Unanimous. Became a 3-division world champion last night and now hold the scrap that Devin Haney ran from. You understand what I'm saying? So when I'm looking at the situation, bro, make it up in your next fight. You feel me? Make it up in your next fight. You have fucking Terrence Crawford, Floyd Mayweather, Andre Ward letting you know that Shakur is a special talent. You motherfuckers know more than them inside that sports circle? Huh? Because you motherfuckers sit and watch a fight and think you observing what you think you see, right? Because your boxing talk and fighters boxing talk is 2 different worlds. You understand what I'm saying? It's totally 2 different worlds. You understand? What you think you see, you don't see shit at all. And these are facts. You know what I mean? You get in there and talk boxing with these upper echelon fighters, and they probably be speaking foreign to your motherfucking ass. So we know what Shakur Stevenson is, bro. We know what type of talent Shakur Stevenson is, bro. We know why a lot of motherfuckers don't want to get into the ring with Shakur Stevenson, including Devin Haney. Yeah, including Devin Haney. You know, but motherfuckers want to talk shit from the outside. When I'm looking at the fight, though, Keith, Santos didn't go in there and push forward to become a world champion at all. At all. Right? Motherfuckers be talking about, oh, Shakur didn't do this. Shakur didn't do this. Shakur negated everything that he wanted to do. Go look at Santos in other fights. Go look at him in other fights. Ask yourself why he couldn't get off on Shakur Stevenson like that. If Shakur is not a fucking special talent, he took away everything that man wanted to do. The thing is, he just didn't fire back at times where he needed to fire back. You know what I mean? And he go back and look at the tapes, and he go see that shit. He know what went wrong in there. He's so fucking smart. He know what went wrong in there, bro. He know what the situation is. He know what he possessed, and that's why he hold himself accountable and say, "Don't give me no type of credit for that performance," even though he became a 3 division world champion. You understand? So I'm not fit to down him. I'm not fit to look at. I don't look at Shakur no different than what I looked at him going into that ring. I don't look at him no different. Still a bad motherfucker on this planet. Still gonna take a special motherfucker to beat him. And his skill set is his skill set. His skill set is his skill set. Yes, you casual ass fans. Of course, y'all want to see Rock'em Sock'em Robots and see a motherfucker get knocked out every fight. And I'm not mad because that's what you want to see. If that's your preference, that's your preference, right? We can't force you to know what the sweet science is, right? And I'm not going to force you to know what the sweet science is because I really don't give a fuck what you weird motherfuckers be thinking about another fighter that's going into the ring, fighting for his family, living out his dreams, right? So it's just a matter of time, bro. When Shakur get in the ring with somebody that they talking about is this, that, and the third, and he make their ass look stupid, and you wash him, right? And he wash him, and then they're gonna be right back on the young man dick talking about, oh yeah, it's just that this is what we wanted to see, and well, it's there, right? It's there. He just didn't pull the trigger last night in one fight, right? And it was a fight to make him a 3 division world champion. Key, I'm not gonna say it was the biggest fight. De Los Santos is not a bigger name than Oscar Valdez. You feel me? He's not a bigger name than Oscar Valdez. His biggest fight was against Oscar Valdez. That's the biggest fight of his career up to now, right? And look how he performed in that fight. De Los Santos he's a hell of a fighter. I give him that, but he never won a world title. You feel me? There was his opportunity, and he failed. You know what I'm saying? So when people try to criticize and make it look like, oh my God, this was Shakur Stevenson's biggest fight of his career, and he dropped the ball. And the biggest fight of his career, he stepped up and beat the fuck out of a motherfucker that a lot of people thought, had a better chance than showed in the ring. So okay, he had a little lackluster performance in this fight, right? It happens. You understand? But the man got a long fucking career to go, bro. A long career. He ain't done by far. He ain't done by far. So y'all just keep that same energy, bro. And in the future, right? When that man is sitting up and he did what he needed to do and accomplished what he needed to accomplish, and he go down as one of the greatest to ever do it, because I believe he will go down as one of the greatest to ever do it. I don't care about what nobody else think. You feel me? Then we'll see what type of tune you motherfuckers sing then. So feel how you want to feel right now. Keep writing these weird ass stories, making weird ass videos, saying what y'all saying. Oh, he ain't special. How the fuck he ain't special? What showed in the ring last night that make you say that the man ain't special? Like seriously. You know what I mean? But it just be like you say, keep that nothing right shit going on, and motherfuckers want to act like they really know what they talking about. When, like Roger Mayweather say, you motherfuckers don't know shit about boxing. So I don't even want to talk boxing with some of you weird motherfuckers no more. But go ahead, Keith.
Right. And like Diana said, why couldn't De Los Santos do nothing with a one-handed fighter? The man only used his one hand the whole fight. So why couldn't De Los Santos beat a one-handed fighter? Right? That's the question I want to ask. My man Devin Bell in the building, he says, "What's good with you, ETB? I gotta watch the replay because I missed it. But was Shakur performance bad or just an off night? Salute you in the chat, man. Salute to Devin Bell, man. He just had a night to where he controlled the fight, man. With his footwork, his defense, and he really didn't let his hands go. It was a boring fight, It wasn't really no action in the fight like that, and he didn't let his hands go. Shit. It was like AB. It was like a skillful AB. Shakur Stevenson was a skillful version of AB. You know what I'm saying? With footwork and great defense. That's what it was. You know what I'm saying? We see AB, but see the thing with AB, is he don't have the skills that Shakur Stevenson do. So when other fighters fight like that and don't let their hands go and have a night like that, they lose. But Shakur Stevenson still won the fight clearly. Like Andre Ward said, right? Like Andre Ward said he's had fights like that before. Terrence Crawford said he didn't have fights like that before, right? We've seen Floyd have fights like that before. You feel me? This is these fighters are human. They all have, every athlete have nights to where they're not going to be at their best. They don't perform their best, you know? But like I said, the greats can still come out and get a win. You know what I'm saying? The greats can come out and still get a win. Teofimo Lopez had a night, right, where he wasn't at his best and he lost, right? But does that make him a trash-ass fighter? Nah. He just had an off night against George Kambosos. But anybody with common sense know that Teofimo is a much better fighter than George Kambosos. But you know, all it's gonna take is for him to go in there, fight one of these other fighters, because now, you know, all of a sudden these fans pretending like, right? See, fans is fake as fuck, right? Because they'll say shit that they really don't believe themselves. These fans is running around here pretending like that everybody beat Shakur. He's been exposed. All these other fighters beat Shakur, right? Ball is going to take it for him to come back his next fight. He'll either fight Navarrete. Maybe he'll get the fight with Lomachenko. He's going to dominate either one of them, right? Because I guarantee you, Shakur ain't going to come back out his next fight and put on a performance like that. And you could tell he's not, because he was so disappointed in himself. He didn't even give a fuck about winning that strap. They was like, man, you a 3-division world champion, man. And how you feel? He was like, man, I don't give a fuck about this belt. hey, Shakur's like, man, I don't give a damn about this belt. All this belt is gonna do is go collect dust. He's like, you know, he was angry about his performance. But you know, that just lets you know, when you have a mentality and know you great and want to be great, things like that gonna bother you. You feel me? Things like that gonna bother you because he expects a lot more from himself. HID, whoever you is, bro, you sound crazy as fuck. You sound crazy as fuck. You sound crazy as fuck. You letting me know that you don't know shit about boxing, and you talking about Shakur lost and Edwin De Los Santos is his boogeyman. How the fuck you gonna have a boogeyman and you can't beat him? How the fuck is Edwin De Los Santos gonna be a boogeyman? What did he say? Every champ has a boogeyman. Shakur, I don't even know what the fuck you talking about. Man, it's Tank. Shakur boogeyman is Tank Davis. Shakur's garbage, bro. Get his ass up out of my chat. This motherfucker just in here just spamming. Get his stupid ass out of my somebody with a wrench. Get his dumb ass up out of my chat. For real. But yeah, the fight still to be made money is Shakur Stevenson versus Gervonta Davis. But let's talk about Devin Haney, man. Let's talk about Devin Haney weird ass, right? Let's talk about Devin Haney weird ass, right? Because Devin Haney, he clearly ducked Shakur Stevenson. This motherfucker was sitting in the background and shit, hiding in the bushes and shit, waiting for Shakur Stevenson to lose or put on a bad performance, right? So he can hop out and go on the internet and talk shit. But my thing, Money, is why are you on the internet talking shit when you could have been in the ring defending that WBC strap that Shakur Stevenson was fighting for? Talking about Shakur's a bomb. I should have offered this bomb 10%. First of all, you should have gave him an offer, period, because Jay Prince now then came out and said that you're a motherfucking lie, that you didn't offer Shakur shit. The promoter, right? the promoter that would have had to make the offer to Shakur, Bob Arum, said you's a motherfucking liar, that you never offered Shakur shit, and you never had no interest at all in fighting Shakur Stevenson. Bob Arum said that shit was all social media bullshit, stunts that you was pulling on social media. You can't offer nobody nothing on Twitter and say that was a fucking real offer. Bob Arum said that, right? So that shit is null and void. You got found out to be a complete fucking liar about that whole situation. Then your daddy came on my show and said that you wasn't going nowhere. You were staying at 140 pounds and you was going to fight Shakur Stevenson or Gervonta Davis, right? Did you do that? No. But you did exactly what Eddie Hearn said you was going to do. When Eddie Hearn snitched you out and said you told him before the Lomachenko fight that you was going to re-sign with Matchroom. Yeah, I got the audio too. Yeah, I got the audio for you faggot ass niggas. Yeah. Eddie Hearn said that. You was telling him the whole time you was going to re-sign back to Matchroom. Yeah. So anyway, you had a chance to stay at 135 and defend your championship against Shakur, but you decided that you didn't want to, right? Not only did you decide that you didn't want to defend your strap against Shakur, you told the sanctioning bodies, could you avoid fighting Shakur Stevenson but still keep your WBC motherfucking strap? Money. Let me repeat that again, Money Brown. Devin Haney petitioned to keep the strap but not have to fight Shakur Stevenson. Nobody want to talk about that, huh? But all in all, like I said, Devin Haney last night is the first one that gets on Twitter, calls Shakur Stevenson a fucking bomb, talk about Shakur Stevenson never wanted to fight him, and Shakur just wanted to use his name to clout chase. Wait. Hold on, dog.
Ain't that the kettle called the pot black?
Is this the same man that I'm looking at right now, typing about Shakur on Twitter? Is this the same man that I just looked at the day before, was talking about Gervonta Davis on Twitter, but had the fight on December the 9th versus Regis Prograis? Is this the same man that have a daddy that does every interview that he have, he come up with a new lie talking about Shakur Stevenson and Gervonta Davis, but his son has a fight versus Regis Prograis on December the 9th? Now, is that not clout chasing? Or what am I missing here? What am I missing here? Every time you talk, you talking about everybody but Regis Prograis, but you got a nerve enough to say that Shakur Stevenson is clout chasing you. And you know what? And another thing about Devin, Gervonta Davis is his father. You know why? Because he went and got his body tatted up like Tank Davis. He dressed just like Tank Davis. And you know what else I noticed lately? Is he used all the same wording that Tank Davis uses, right? Remember when Devin Haney didn't have a name in the sport, right? But he was going around doing interviews saying that he wanted to fight Tank, right? Remember Tank this and Tank that and Tank this. And then remember when Tank did an interview with Brian Custer and Tank laughed and called Devin Haney a clout baby? Y'all remember that? See, Tank was the one that came up with that term when it came to boxing. Nobody was using that term into Gervonta Davis. He said, man, who the fuck is Devin? He's a clout baby. Now, all of a sudden, Devin Haney is using the same fucking words that Gervonta Davis uses. Devin Haney getting the same type of motherfucking tattoos that Gervonta Davis got. Devin Haney even going getting the same outfits that Javonte Davis gets. So Devin is the product of a motherfucking kid that never went outside to play with the rest of the kids. You heard him say he was homeschooled. That nigga was in the house or at the gym. And you can tell by the way he acted. The nigga was outside peeking out the fucking windows watching the other kids play. That's why he don't got no type of game about himself. Everything he do, he get it from somebody else that he look up to in the sport. By the way he fucking talk, the way he dress, all of that shit is a facade. You know what I'm saying? This nigga done hopped on the internet talking about this nigga's a bum. How the fuck can you fix your mouth to call Shakur a bum when he been beating your bum ass ever since y'all were kids? If a motherfucker been beating my ass since we was kids, the last thing I'm gonna do is call that man a bum, because that would make me a super duper duper bum.
Talk.
So that's all I want to know is if Shakur's a bum, but he be beating the shit out of Devin Haney since they was kids, what does that make Devin? And you know what I can't stand, bro? Is a motherfucker that refuses to fight, but to talk shit on the internet. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I had this one nigga, right, that I used to have beef with, right? The nigga would call me on the phone. This is before the internet. The nigga would call me on the phone, dog. This is a true story. Like, he'll call from a female number and shit, and he'll just be talking, man, oh, yeah, you bitch ass nigga. Yeah, I'm going to do this and shit and then this and that. But every time I would see him, didn't matter if it was in traffic. I didn't chase this nigga down on foot. I didn't chase his ass down in traffic, going 100 miles per hour trying to catch. But every time I would see him, he would run from me. That's what Devin Haney remind me of. You know what I'm saying? He want to talk shit on the telephone, but then when you see him in person, he want to run. That's Devin Haney for your ass. So that type of shit, I don't respect that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't. Omega, what's happening with it, Omega? I see you in the building. I don't respect that type of shit because that type of shit show me that, you know what I'm saying, your character is flawed. And all of that shit that you talking, you're only doing that for the internet. You know what I'm saying? You're only doing that for the internet. Devin Haney, everything he do, he's showing that he does it for the internet. He ain't real about shit that he talking about. All that shit is for show. Man, well, go ahead and cook money. My bad.
No, you good, man. You speaking the truth on everything you say, bro. Like you, like that's like a nigga that don't want to fight you, right? They trying to push the nigga in the circle to fight you. That nigga,
right.
Oh no, my toe hurt, my ass hurt. You feel me? I got a headache. Then another motherfucker, I'll get in there, I'll fight you, bro. You feel me? You get in there. You know what I mean? Y'all doing it, but now this nigga sitting on the outside just talking shit. But he don't want to fight, though. He had his opportunity to fight you, but he didn't want to fight. You know what I mean? Got all these weird motherfuckers rocking with that corny ass shit. So it's just like, that's why Tank came in and kicked him up the ass. And say, nigga, you better hope I don't give you 10%, son. You feel me? Sit your corny ass down trying to, you know, get clout off the next man's shit like you did something. You know what I mean? Like you said earlier, bro, all these motherfucking Devin Haney fans running around the movie like they won $1 billion and shit.
Yeah, like they won the Powerball. Yeah. This is the highlight of their life. Shakur Stevenson winning the fight, but having a lackluster performance.
I mean, not just winning the fight, becoming the 3-division world champion. You know what I'm saying? Putting himself in the history books, knocking himself in history as a 3-division world champion. 3-division world champion. Some special shit. Most motherfuckers don't become a world champion. This motherfucker, 3-division world champion, a former unified champion. And will be a unified champion at 35. Trust and believe. The kid will be a unified champion at 35. So Devin got a fight coming up December the 9th, right? And y'all promote Shakur and motherfucking Tank to the max. You feel me?
Real
Promote
talk.
Shakur and Tank to the motherfucking max, bro. And talking about, oh, Shakur using his name for clout. But it's the other way around. Y'all saying his name 1,000,001 times. And Shakur just did an interview saying he don't want to talk about nobody but Edwin De Los Santos because if he don't win that fight, then ain't nothing else coming his way. But yet y'all motherfuckers saying Shakur and Tank name 150 times per minute, but this man using your name for clout. That man ain't been speaking on you. They asked that man a question about you, he'll answer. But that man damn sure ain't been speaking on you, bro. You feel me? Last time I checked, Key, that man say, I want Lomachenko next. Somebody tell me on the line.
And one more thing, Money, I want you to touch on this, right? The Devin Haney should have been the last one to jump on the internet. Not only the fact that he ducked him, that I already point that out, right? But Devin Haney's whole MO, people didn't want to watch him because they said he was a fucking boring fighter. Exactly. They said he put on snooze fest after snooze fest. Before Devin Haney's last 2 fights that he put on, right? The whole boxing world was complaining, talking about Devin Haney was a boring ass fighter, and he put on snooze fest. So, nigga, you the last one that should be jumping on the internet because somebody put on a boring fight. Like, it's funny how all these fans all of a sudden got amnesia. Let me read this comment, then I want you to comment on that. Big Dog, he say Devin Haney better KO Regis by the 5th round. All that shit that Haney Cope been talking. Devin lose or look bad, I'm going to be on their helmet for real. Real talk. Well, oh yeah, he better put on a spectacular performance now. He didn't open up his motherfucking mouth. But yeah, what you say about that, Money?
I mean, it just shows you, fam. Like, how motherfuckers sit up here and, like you said, how quickly they forget. But it just shows you the mental capacity of Devin Haney, bro. Right? The mental capacity, because for you to sit up here and make it as if you on the Javante Tank Davis level, like when you go out there, motherfucker, you knocking out everything that moves, right? Like you say, like a motherfucker just want calling you boring as fuck. That's why you want to get in the fights. But let me guess, you took a chance against George Kambosos, right? Oh my God, you walked down George Kambosos, right? That's special as fuck. Credit, he became undisputed. I give you just due. But Shakur became a 3-division world champion.
You know that link right there is for Naughty Crash. Now, that's exactly what you gonna do when you get up on this motherfucking panel. I'm gonna make your ass motherfucking crash like the crash dummy you is. I got you. Click the link, bro. Go ahead, Money. Click the link, Naughty.
You took a chance against motherfucking George Kambosos. We know what Shakur do to George Kambosos. We're not gonna even speak on that, right? Dan Lomachenko, who was cracking and whacking your motherfucking ass in the ring. Shakur trying to get that fight next. We'll see if Loma want to step into the ring with him. And watch what. And I bet this is how confident I am that Shakur go beat the shit out of Loma. I'm willing to bet money on it.
Bro, these fans is fake, bro. They not gonna bet. They ain't gonna bet nothing. They don't believe none of the shit that they running around say. They all fucking trolls, bro. They just running around say dumb troll ass shit.
Yeah, so it just
comes down to, bro.
It just comes down to the point, though, bro. Like,
they not real like that. Like if I say some shit, you say some shit. We really believe that shit. You dig what I'm saying? Yeah. And we gonna stand on that shit. They ain't standing on the motherfucking thing, and they just running around acting like fucking middle school students and trolling. You feel me? That's all that shit is.
Let me say this, Key, and then I like that's what I mean about the sheeps that run around this motherfucker, and how I know a lot of these motherfuckers are just sheeps and kissing these motherfucking asses to fit in, right? And then a couple of weird ass content creators as well, right? because they act like they never. Like if you're a fan of boxing, like these motherfuckers claim to be, because every motherfucker, the everybody is boxing kind of sewers now. Everybody, I does this shit. I'm the best at this shit. Can't nobody fuck with me at this shit, right? Everybody, you know what I'm saying? The best motherfucker rocking out in this boxing shit. But you want to act like you ain't never seen a performance like that come from a great, motherfucking, all-time great fighter in the past, right? They act like this shit is new, Key. Oh man, I never seen nothing like this in my life. I never. You just showed a clip of them talking about Floyd and how they said he wasn't this, that, and the third, right? And like you say, now we consider him arguably the greatest of all time.
Right.
So like
Nardi, turn your camera on real quick in the back. Okay, bet.
Yeah, so these motherfuckers, they just is they blow with the wind, bro. They blow with the wind, and they want to blow with the popular crowd because they want to fit in, and you know what I mean. I guess they want to be accepted in some way. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these motherfuckers ain't never been through shit or just corny and lame as fuck. Ain't never did shit in life. So now this internet make you feel like you get some clout, and now you feel accepted in some type of way. So now you can be something that you always wanted to be, but you couldn't be in the real streets or in real life. So the internet give these motherfuckers that opportunity, bro, to be some, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So
who y'all talking about, Haney?
At the end of the day, bro, all that man gotta do is go in there, put on the performance, and just watch how these motherfuckers switch their tune up.
Yeah, right. Now, I seen you in the comment. I mean, in the chat, Nardi. I seen you back and forth,
Yes,
all
sir.
that shit you was talking, and you said you
Yes,
wanted
sir.
some smoke. Now you up here, you gonna
Yes,
get
sir.
exactly what you want. You gonna get
What's
exactly
up?
what you
What's
want.
up
Let's
with it,
go.
man?
Let's go.
Now, my thing is this. Like, I hear what y'all saying, and I usually agree with y'all, both of y'all. I'll be on both of y'all show. But when it comes to Shakur, I feel like he make me appreciate Haney, and I'm not. I got Tank over all of them. You know what I mean? First of all, but at the second, but when it comes to Shakur and Haney, just the fighting style, man. I feel like Haney could fight that same way. If he want to just jab and run all night, he can do the same thing. My thing with Shakur is your unwillingness to engage, and I hear people saying like, "Oh, he had a bad night." I don't feel like that was a bad night. That's how he fight when somebody is a threat, when they have that type of power. Like, but a lot of people compare it to the Nakatila fight, and I do too, but not from a standpoint of like you were saying, like he fought exactly the same. No, but his unwillingness to engage when he feel like, I don't know if he don't trust his chin
Name
or
me a
what it
fight
is.
where he fought like he did last night.
Well, I could say the Nakatila fight, but not
He didn't
in the
fight like
style
that
of
in the
fight.
Nakatila fight.
But let me explain myself. Not in the style in which he was throwing his hands. The style in which he was unwilling to engage, and when he got close, he grabbed him. That's
No,
what
he
the same
didn't.
thing he did.
I watched
Yeah,
that
he did
fight
the
this
same
morning. You're
thing, bro.
lying.
Man, but see,
I watched the fight this morning. That no, he did not. And what we can do, right? If you want to, we can put $500 on the line, and we can come on here and watch the fight live. So
my whole
before
thing
you
is
say
this.
some shit, make
My
sure
whole
that
thing-
you know what you're talking about. I
My whole
watched that
thing,
fight
the
this morning.
similarity in the fights was his unwillingness to engage. That I don't want to. I'm not talking about nothing else. I'm not talking about how he ran around the ring or when he came forward or when he went backwards, when he went sideways. I'm talking about he even said it after the fight, man. The dude hit him in the second round and he didn't want to get hit no more. So he fought in the same style in which he fought last night defensively. Like, okay, I'm not going to sit in the pocket with this dude.
No, he did not. Last night, he didn't. How many left hands did you see Shakur Stevenson throw last night?
Not that I ain't really see that many left hands, to be honest with you.
I seen maybe 4 or 5 left hands he threw the whole night, and he didn't even throw them with full force, right?
Correct.
When I watched him fight Nakatila, right, I saw him using his left hand throughout the whole night. I saw him throwing hooks. I saw him throwing straights. I saw him throwing hooks to the body, straights to the body. And more so, I saw him fighting at mid-range, and he was fighting at close range. The thing is that Nakatila couldn't get off on him. You know what I'm saying? And Nakatila, those were 2 different fights, dog.
So let me explain. I ain't going to cut you off. Go ahead, bro.
So you can't compare those fights. So you can't say that Shakur has shown that he is not willing to engage when somebody have power. I understand what you're saying, but you got to give me fights where you've seen that.
I'm gonna put it in context for you then. Okay.
Give me the fights where you've seen that, dog.
Let's stay on that same fight. Let's stay on that same fight because it's still similar, but I agree with everything you just said. But the difference is Nakatila didn't have the speed or the reaction time to make him pay if he committed with his left hand. Last night, De Los Santos, when he was going to commit with that left hand, he felt how quick De Los Santos was, so he didn't want to commit because he knew what was going to come behind the commit if he didn't hit him precisely. When he fought Nakatila, yeah, he was able to let certain like hooks and stuff like that go because Nakatila wasn't necessarily good enough counterpuncher to make him pay for either missing or not hitting him where he wanted to hit him. You understand what I'm saying? And Nakatila footwork, see the difference between them two. Nakatila footwork, he was stumbling all around the ring, and De Los Santos was balanced all night. Okay. So Shakur, go ahead.
Now, De Los Santos is a much better fighter than Nakatila, right?
Right.
Now,
right.
Let's go to this because you made a statement and you said that you think that Devin Haney will beat Shakur Stevenson.
No,
let's go there.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that though, but we can go there. Come on.
Let's go there, right? Now, my thing is, what can Devin Haney do better than Shakur Stevenson? We'll go right there.
Okay, now first off, I didn't say he would beat him. I said he makes me appreciate Devin.
No, but you did say if they fought.
No, I didn't say that. You could go look at it. Go look, bro. I promise. I'm 40 years old, bro. I'm not finna backtrack on that. I didn't say he would beat him. I said that Shakur's performance makes me appreciate Devin more.
Okay, bet. Okay, so you said it make you appreciate Devin more. That's cool. You got your opinion, right? But what opponent has Devin been in the ring with that possessed what Santos possessed?
Well, Loma don't possess the same type of power, but he possesses the footwork and the quick twitch to make Devin pay, just like he did.
I'm talking about the power, the quick hand speed, the quick reflexes, all of what De Los Santos possessed. What opponent has Devin Haney been in the ring with that possess all of those things?
I can't compare because all these fighters is different. But when I look at Jorge Linares, that would be the most similar, but it wouldn't be the same. But Linares got quick hands. He got some power. And when you can punch somebody in the fourth or fifth punch in your combination and still hurt them, you got some power in your hands. It's pretty quick. Go ahead.
Linares is nowhere near the fighter, right? And especially at the stage that when Devin Haney fought him. Linares that was getting knocked out by everybody he got in the ring with, right? Linares that was getting knocked out by everybody he got in the ring with, he definitely was nowhere near the level of fighter of De Los Santos right now. A 24-year-old De Los Santos. Not at all. My thing is people continue to bring up Devin Haney, and we all got to get off the bullshit and admit that Devin ain't been in the ring with nobody that possessed the threat that De Los Santos possessed last night. Everybody like to run off and talk this shit, but the point of the matter is, if Shakur and Devin got in the ring, Devin don't possess nothing to keep Shakur off of his ass. Devin cannot outbox Shakur. Devin can't do nothing in that ring better than Shakur Stevenson can.
So he could jab better than him for sure.
Devin Haney's career, right? He haven't fought nobody that possessed the speed, the power, and as dangerous as De Los Santos was. And you brought up Linares, right? Devin Haney fought all Linares and got cracked and was drunk.
Yeah, he did because he was in the pocket.
Coming to the corner.
Because he was in the pocket. See,
I don't know why I'm at that.
Because he was in the pocket. I agree.
It took that man motherfucking 2 rounds to recover and shit.
I agree, bro. I'm from the Bay, but I'm not a big Devin Haney fan.
It took him 2 rounds to recover.
I agree with that. But that's why I said it makes me appreciate him because his willingness to. All right. See, the first thing about this, Shakur talk too much, bro. See, and when you talk so much, bro, Devin talk too. But this is what I'm saying.
The only one that don't really talk like that is Tank. Yeah. So don't start with the talk too much.
But this is what I'm. Let me put it in context for you though. All right, he told De Los Santos, I'm finna fuck you up. He's talking about he better than Mayweather was, but it's his age. He'll beat a prime Pacquiao. So with all that being said, I'm listening to him, and then his actions not matching his words. Like people, like they say, Floyd and them had boring fights too. But one thing about Floyd, because I'm old enough, I seen Floyd pretty much whole career. He gonna stand in the
I'm
pocket
older
with
than
you.
you, so I seen it too.
No, that's
But
cool.
go
But
ahead.
I'm saying he gonna stand in the pocket with you at points in the fight. Like he is gonna maneuver, get in and out. But there gonna be time where he gonna stand his ground and give you some pop, 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 and then get up out of there. He's not gonna maneuver all night long, bro. And I think
Now, okay, I feel you.
Go
But
ahead,
what
go
we
ahead.
not gonna do is we not gonna sit here and say that Shakur said he was better than Floyd because he never said that shit.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
No,
He said
he
he's
did
better
not,
than him
bro.
at his age.
No, he did not.
Yes, he
Shakur
did.
never said that shit.
Yes, he did.
Shakur said that I'm gonna be great.
No,
he
he
said
didn't.
you can compare
Yes, he
me
did.
to
He
the
said that
greats
too.
like he said you're gonna be able to compare me to the greats like Floyd Mayweather and all of the great fighters. He
I
never
agree with
said
that.
I'm better than Floyd.
Yes, he
And
did. He said at
I'm
Floyd
better than
age, he
Pacquiao.
said when
never
Floyd
said
was my age, I feel like I'm better than Floyd was. Yes, he did. I
pull
think it was like,
it up if he said it then.
hold on, let me get
But
my other phone.
what's wrong with him thinking that? That's
Money, you know he said that, money.
no.
You know
I
he
don't.
said that.
I never heard him say that. My
I
thing
never
is,
heard him say that. But what Money is saying is what's wrong with him being confident like that? Y'all have a problem with
All
a
right,
fighter when
but
they're confident.
Nah,
See, y'all don't
I'm
even
with
need.
confidence,
wait a minute.
bro.
Let me say this, bro. Let me talk.
Go ahead, go ahead,
Go ahead.
Now you saying he's saying he's better than Floyd, things of that nature. Floyd
Mm-hmm.
came out and said he expect these fighters and said that they better than him. If not, then you shouldn't be in this sport, bro.
That's
Like,
cool, but with your
oh,
actions
wait a
not
minute, wait a
matching
minute. Let
it.
me finish, bro.
Oh, my bad, bro.
You saying his actions, fam. All
Mm-hmm.
right, you looking at this fight, right? Then you talking about the Jeremiah Nakathilian fight, right? So
Mm-hmm.
we're looking at 2 fights out of his career. But like I say, the
Mm-hmm.
biggest fight of his career was who?
What Oscar Valdez?
Oscar Valdez, right? And what
Yeah.
he do to his ass?
Right.
Smoked
There's
his ass,
somebody
right?
who
Right.
athletically
All right,
can make
hold
you
on, bro.
pay.
Hold on, fam. So when we looking at him, man, we see the biggest fight of his career. We see what he rides to the cage, and we see him smoke a motherfucker. Last night, y'all keep talking about Edwin De Los Santos, right? Edwin De Los Santos could land a punch on the fam. So it's like, okay, we see the
Yeah,
skill
because he
set.
was
Hold
running
on. We
everywhere.
see the skill set of. Okay, well then, what do? Do you cut the ring off? Do you force the action a little bit more? He couldn't
Man,
do that shit with Shakur,
somebody
bro.
that quick,
So
you're not
hold on,
cornering him,
fam.
bro.
You
I thought
cut
you was
the
asking me a
ring off.
question. My
You
bad.
cut the ring off, right? You
Mhm.
go to the body more. You just can't do that type of shit on Shakur Stevenson, bro. You have to figure out a way to stop his ass, slow him down, and do what you got to do. Because even though we saying what we saying about Shakur, he still won the fight last night. Now, when we looking at the Floyd comparison and all that shit, man, every fighter is supposed to think they the baddest motherfucker in the game. Otherwise, you shouldn't be in it, bro. Like that shit has nothing to do with the situation or the conversation. You understand? Because Floyd Mayweather already told us Shakur is a special motherfucker, right? Andre
He
Ward,
is
Terrence
special.
Crawford, everybody tell you that he's a special.
I'm not here to say not
So
special.
yeah, so when my man have these caliber of fights, right? Like look at Devin. Devin was in fight where people were saying the same shit. He's bored. We don't want to see him fight. He can't punch through a wet paper bag, right? He going out there getting his ass dinged all around the ring. So if you saying you want to see a fight, I'm not mad at you saying, oh, you know, you got to turn it up and do this and do that, because we were saying that last night, like Shakur, right? This what makes you lose fans, right? It makes you keep fighters out of the ring that want to fight you, but it don't take away from what you is, fam. We said this with Rigondeaux. Rigondeaux to make your ass look stupid in the ring, make you look bad. You know what I mean? Sometimes you can't help it once you go into defensive mode like that. And like you say, he admitted that, hey, I didn't pull the trigger enough in one of my best performance, things of that nature, right? So we can criticize him on the offensive side, but when people try to take away from the dude like he ain't who he is and things of that nature, it's bullshit. Because then you come back in the next fight and watch one of your motherfucking favorite fighters. I'm not saying you, just saying in general. Watch one of y'all motherfucking favorite fighters. Then motherfuckers will be jumping on the dude dick and on the train and things of that nature, right? So we still got to look at him and say he still is who he is until one of these big names get in there and prove that he's not that. You know what I'm saying? Until a motherfucker beat him to prove that he's not that. You know what I mean? Because his confidence didn't drop last night, right? He tell you, man, I hold myself to a higher standard. I eat, sleep, shit, boxing, bro. I deserve to go out there and put on a better offensive performance than that. He knows what he got to do. This is his profession. This is what he's been doing since a kid. You know what I mean? So he knows what he got to do, and he knows that it want the best performance of his career. But that's why you got room for error when you go in there and get the W. Because if he would have lost, motherfuckers really would have been saying he ain't shit. If a motherfucker called him a bum now, imagine if he would have lost the fight, fam. That's what I mean about boxing fans nowadays, bro.
Who called
You know
him
what
a
I mean?
bum?
They want to praise the O, praise the O, praise the O, praise the O. If a motherfucker take a L, he's done for, he's done for, he's done for. Then when a motherfucker go out there and secure their L, right? Sorry, secure their O, apologize for that. Right? Or he's still a trash ass fighter. He didn't take a chance. He didn't do this. He didn't do that. Like motherfuckers, they can't have it both ways. But at the end of the day, fam, like I said, his next fight, the man will come out there and he go shine, he go style, and then we go see what motherfuckers say. You feel me? But to try to compare him and say, in your words, right, this make you appreciate Devin more than Shakur. I can't agree with that statement, but to each his own. You know what I mean? To each, I can't tell you not to feel how you feel. But Devin ain't doing no more than he ain't doing no more than what Shakur do in the ring, fam.
No, I'm not saying that he is, bro.
Hold on, he got an opportunity against one fighter in Lomachenko, right? Because that's the only fighter that you can say that's better on his resume than Shakur resume is Lomachenko.
Right.
And it's a Loma that's, you know what I'm saying, that's up there in age a little bit, slowed down a little bit, you know what I mean? And if Shakur get him in the ring, bro, Shakur go do him dirtier than Devin Haney did him. You feel me? So if you can't, you got to have a common opponent to see if you know what I'm saying. If you can say, oh, he did him way better than him, or he did him like this, or you know, he make me appreciate him more than this man. You know what I mean? Like you saying, Devin take more chances.
But see,
Shakur is more skillful than Devin, defensive wise, and I'm gonna say
offensive wise.
Yeah, so this just our opinion, bro. So people gonna feel how they want to feel because Devin do not make adjustments in the ring, fam.
See, in my opinion is that Devin.
Let me finish this, and you can have it. Devin don't make adjustments in the ring, fam. You see what it went. To me, Devin is a front runner. The first 6 rounds, go come out, go try to fight, move. The second round, he get the slowing down. Championship rounds, he get his ass dinged on. If it's that caliber of fighter, you know what I'm saying?
I'm not disagreeing with nothing, bro. One thing about this shit, bro, I'm not disagreeing with nothing you're saying, bro. But my opinion for us appreciating Devin Moore is when I listen to these fighters, right, and then they compare themselves to Floyd, and they talk about all of this stuff. I'm not mad at the confidence, bro. I am not. But when your aspiration is to be a box office fighter, I'm 100% sure that Devin could jab and stay away from 90 to 95% of his opponents that he had fought to. He has the quickness with his feet and his jab to do the same thing Shakur did last night. But my thing is this: his willingness, and Key made a valid point with who he has fought that presents the same threats as De Los Santos. So you know what I'm saying? I'm taking that in consideration. That's why I like talking about
nobody that present the same threats. That's what I'm saying.
Right. No. I'm you know, I'm not one of them niggas that's so stubborn where when the right information come along, you know what I'm saying, I'm not gonna factor it in. But what I'm saying is when if I'm gonna pay to see somebody fight, right? I just want to see, and it ain't about what them. I want to see it's about them winning, but along with them winning, it's about them putting on a performance, not just fighting, putting on a certain type of performance that, like Steven Jackson said earlier, bro. We're not paying to see that, bro. And I'm just going off what Shakur say. You know, I'm gonna be this me and Tank the biggest fight, and I just think he kind of dropped the ball last night as far as getting those big fights because. Now all people gonna say is, bro, I'm not about to go in there and chase him, bro. I'm not going to do that.
But this is the thing, though.
Well, let me say this, Money.
Go ahead, Keith.
We're not disagreeing with that at all, bro. But go ahead, Keith.
Yeah. No, I understand what you're saying, right? But see, this is the thing, man. Is when you talk about the situation, right? Because a lot of people are doing this. Oh, damn, smokes him, and a lot of people calling Shakur Stevenson a bum and everything now, right? But the thing is ask yourself. Because I was talking about this. If Devin Haney was in the ring with De Los Santos,
he might have got knocked out.
Exactly. If Devin Haney was in the ring with De Los Santos last night, I truly believe that De Los Santos probably would have knocked out Devin Haney.
Yeah,
because you got to understand, now Devin, his game is to use his jab, stay on the outside, and stay away from him. Devin can't fight in the inside. You know what I'm saying? Once De Los Santos closed the distance because he's quick enough and he doesn't possess the same type of defense that Shakur Stevenson possessed.
Correct.
Once De Los Santos closed the distance and Devin gets hit, like Money said, Devin starts slowing down in the later rounds, right? And he starts getting hit. When De Los Santos crack him, what he gonna do? Shakur is just good enough to have his defense is on a whole different level to where he can go 12 rounds to where you ain't gonna touch him. Devin don't possess that type of defense. Devin don't possess the boxing skills that Shakur Stevenson possess. A whole totally different fight. You put Devin in the ring, so people acting like that Devin won that fight last night, but you put him in the ring with somebody like De Los Santos, and he probably gonna go to sleep. You know what I'm saying?
I can't argue with that, bro. I can't argue with that.
Also, people acting like now thing that you said, right? You talked about Devin Shakur Stevenson talking a lot of shit. And granted, he does talk a lot of shit. And you expect when somebody talk a lot of shit, yeah, you got to go back that up, bro. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. So you talk that shit, people want to see you back it up in the ring, right? But let's not act like that Devin Haney ain't had several fights when he talking about he gonna knock a motherfucker out. When he fought Gamboa, Devin was talking big shit, went over and put on the fucking snooze fest versus old ass Gamboa.
Let me ask you this though, Key. Yeah, did he try to knock him out though? He did. He couldn't.
Right. Devin Haney said the same. Devin Haney and his fans said he was gonna knock out JoJo Diaz. He went and put on a fucking boring ass fight with JoJo Diaz. But you know what the difference between me and Money and a lot of these fucking weird ass fans? We came on and we gave Devin Haney his props because he still won the fight clearly. We wasn't talking about, oh man, he's boring and he ain't shit and this and that. That's the problem with fake ass boxing fans.
Well, let me ask you this though. Like, you don't feel like the difference between last night and let's say the fight that you're using with JoJo Diaz, Devin was willing to exchange in the fight. So was it kind of boring?
He was in there with somebody that can't crack.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying.
You compare apples to oranges, bro.
No, I was asking you a question.
Well, and not even you, but the answer is because he's in there against somebody that don't possess the same threat that De Los Santos possess. A lot of people are saying, oh, well, man, he was scared. He was scared because De Los Santos can crack. De Los Santos is quick and fast, and he can do that. Okay, well, if you're saying that and you want to bring Devin Haney into the equation, he ain't been in the ring with nobody that possessed those attributes.
We're gonna see if we stand in front of Regis then. Since
yeah, I was just finna say that. I think we're gonna get a good chance.
I get what you're saying too, bro. You saying for us, okay, Devin get into the ring and he's willing to push the pace because this, that, and third. But listen, if you push Shakur in the ring with JoJo Diaz, he's gonna make him look like a goddamn fool. Right.
But see, I don't want y'all to confuse it though. Put him in the ring. Hold on, I got you.
Devin
is better than Shakur. I'm not saying
I got you. You saying for us the action, right? You saying that Devin has been giving you more action lately for us.
I just think he have higher aspirations of being a box office fighter.
Yeah, I got you.
But you're missing all the other Shakur Stevenson's other fights.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We mentioned a couple fights here, bro. This is Shakur's latest fight. So people trying to put it out there as if he's just a boring fighter all around, and this is what he do every time he step inside the ring and things of that nature. We just seen him fight Robinson Casasiao, who just beat Navarrete last night, in our opinion. We seen Shakur with the action on him. We seen Shakur with the action on motherfucking Oscar Valdez, right? We just the last fight he had action, but this fight, right? He went in there and he couldn't pull a trigger for us to offense, right? Don't take away that he is who he is. Now, I get what you're saying. You're saying box office. You're saying box office and things of that nature because he brought out a lot of stars last night. A lot of stars came out last night. And yes, they want to be entertained when you step inside the ring. But sometimes you can't pick when it's going to hit. You feel me? Now, of course, you want to do it all night, every night. Terrence Crawford said last night, sometimes, it's just not going to be there. But the main thing is like Floyd say, bro, you have to make sure you get that motherfucking W at the end of the day. And Shakur was in a position where, like, I can't feel it right now, bro. It just ain't hit. But I got
to ask y'all a question
to make sure I get this W. You understand? And
let me ask y'all a question, Money.
That's just what that night was last night, bro. But he will come back and he will make it up because that's the type of dude that he is. But go ahead.
That's what he did last time.
What's the question?
So my question is, okay, so with De Los Santos having enough power to you know what I'm saying, cause some damage, right? What I consider Regis not the same type of fighter, but he got that same type of power to where it's gonna be interesting to me to see if or no. Let me just ask my question. Do y'all think Devin, with seeing as how Regis has that pop too, do y'all think Devin is gonna fight the same type of fight that Shakur fought last night with Regis?
No,
I think that Devin. I've been saying the style fight that I think that Devin is going to fight. Now, for one, I want to make this clear is that Regis do have power, but Regis still don't possess what De Los Santos possess because of the hand speed and the and you know the quickness. Like you could tell,
I
like De
agree.
Los Santos, you know what I'm saying? He had real fast hands. He not only could crack, he had fast hands with it. And he was quick, like he had real quick reflexes to get in and get out. Right? He had that quick twitch, you know, to him. Regis don't have that. Regis is more of a flat-footed fighter that's, you know what I'm saying, that needs you somewhere in his range, but he can crack. He got power in both hands. So with that being said, I believe that Devin is going to go out there and he's going to play a safe fight. He's going to use his jab, right? He's going to keep his jab pumping. He's going to stay on the outside. He's going to try to, you know, basically this is what he's going to do. He's going to stay on the outside, use his jab. He's going to move a lot, lateral movement, and it's going to be up to Regis to cut off the ring and close the distance on it. If Regis can't cut off the ring and close the distance on Devin, he's going to have a long night. But if Regis, if he can catch up to Devin and close the distance, because he already knows what he got to do. He know what Devin is going to do in the ring. Devin is not complicated. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Devin is not a complicated fighter. Pretty much what Devin do is straight up and down. It's just him being in the ring with people that can, you know what I'm saying, stop him. Ain't nothing special about Devin. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let's just keep it real. I hate to sound like I'm hating on him, but if you watch Devin Haney, it's nothing too spectacular about him.
Hey, I agree.
I
mean, I agree to the point where I feel like Loma exposed.
Let me answer that question.
I got something real short. I'm just saying this real quick. Then go ahead, man.
No, but let me answer that question because you asked.
Okay. Go ahead.
Devin is gonna be the same Devin Haney, bro. Right? And you said, will he fight the same fight that Shakur fought last night? We got to understand these are two different fighters, bro. They're not the same. Like, you can have two different boxers, and just because they boxers don't mean they IQ is the same. Shakur IQ is higher than Devin Haney's. You understand what I'm saying? Devin Haney's gonna get into the ring, and he's gonna be the same Devin Haney. He gonna come out the first 6 rounds. He gonna move around. He gonna work his jab. Right, his jab is his best attribute. His legs is his defense. I'm gonna say it again. Devin Haney jab is his best attributes, and his legs is his defense. You understand? So once the legs slow down after the first 6, right, gonna be working the jab. Then you're gonna find him in the inside, right? You think he's taking chances in the inside, but no, he ain't gonna have no choice but to sit down in the inside because you're gonna start slowing down, my brother. He can't move all around the ring like that on somebody like a Regis. I'm not gonna say he can't. Regis gonna have to force him to fight the first 6 rounds. Let me put that out there. If you force Devin Haney to fight the first 6 rounds, make him move and make him do the same thing they're doing in the other fights, like he says, nothing special about Devin, right? But he do good things in the ring. But once you take his legs from him and his legs slow down, he stands still. And once he stands still, you give yourself a chance. That's why fighters like Lomachenko get the landing punches on his ass, like Linares get to catch him in the inside because them legs slow down. And once the legs slow down, he can't move like he normally moves. And now he got to sit and you try to go into that Philly shell shit, and that shit always getting his ass cracked. So, and this is how I look at this fight. They seen the last fight. They seen dude box Regis. They seen him give Regis problems. They think they're going to come in and do the same fucking game plan. Go in, try to box Regis, and beat him on the points for the belts because they're not going for no fucking knockout, right? But he's going to have to sit down and fight more because once the legs go, Devin ain't got no choice but to sit down and try to fight and think his way through. And once he got to think, bro, Devin is not the best thinker inside the ring. He don't make adjustments quick. He don't think on the fly like that. He get in there. He just try to fight. And that's when he start getting his ass tagged. And I feel like this going to be this. I pick him to win this fight. But I feel like this going to be the same Devin Haney that we see in this fight like we seen in the past fight when he got some competition in the ring and motherfuckers that can force him to sit down and fight. And he might get his ass dropped a couple times in this fight. So I'm just waiting to see.
See,
let me read this super chat real quick. Ghostbuster said, remember when Floyd said, they say I was born, I hold, now everyone misses me. I mean, like, bro, I've been watching boxing and involved in boxing for too long to, be tripping off of this shit.
I mean,
now,
let me say this too.
Based on y'all
it's crazy
though,
that we like. It's crazy that we do like, and let this be known, bro. I fuck with Shakur heavy. I like Shakur. I like his style. I fuck with Devin heavy. I like his style. I don't give a fuck what people say. Oh, you a Devin hater. You this, that, and the third. I know who I support. I give these motherfuckers my money. If they go win the fight, I'm gonna say they go win the fight. If they have a good fight, I'm gonna congratulate them. If they have a fucked up fight, I'm gonna criticize them. But if they find a way to, because I know this game like the back of my fucking hand, and I know the sport and what really matters, right? People live in the time of the moment. Like, people get caught up in the moments, bro. That's why every time somebody do something good, they jump off the limb. Oh, he the greatest. Oh, he can do this. Oh, he that. Oh, he can beat so and so. He can beat this. People live in the moment, fam. Like, this just a moment right now. Because soon as the moment change, these dick sucking ass fans go switch up just like the wind, bro. That's what it is. But when we were looking at the situation with Shakur, it's crazy that we defending this man off a W, off a fucking W. It's okay to say his offense wasn't there and we want to see him have a better performance for his offense and things of that nature. But we get here like this motherfucker took a loss. And that's what's fucked up with this sport. You understand? We get here like this man took a loss.
I feel like he did take a loss, man.
No, he did take a loss. Y'all saying he took a loss because people out this motherfucker talking about they want to see more things of that nature. Oh, he ain't this, he ain't that. Right? Motherfuckers criticizing, but they criticizing the wrong shit, fam. So no, he didn't take a loss. You understand what I'm saying? And that's what's fucked up about the sport, fam. The man walked out as the victor. As the victor. So
he did, bro. But you don't feel like he lost?
Hold on, bro. Let me say this, bro. You can have it. To motherfuckers who are casuals and things of that nature, they probably should be like, oh man, we want to knock out, we want this, we want that. But if you talking about you're a boxing connoisseur, if you talking about you do this boxing shit, you love the sport, you love this, yes, it's okay to criticize the performance. Like I said, I'm not discrediting nobody who wanted to criticize the performance last night and say they wanted more offense last night, because me and Keon criticized it as if the fight was going on. We said in that motherfucker saying, okay, this could be the round, this could be the round. And then Keon like, nah, this motherfucker need to pick it up. You know what I'm saying? Like, he can't go out. Like, we criticize as it goes on, but at the same time, you have to get credit where credit is due as well. And what motherfuckers is doing is they snatching everything away. Even the credit the man's supposed to get, they snatching that shit away. You understand what I'm saying? And that's the fucked up part about it, because still in all, the man still won the fight, and motherfuckers supposed to be on the thing of, okay, well, let's see what he do in the next fight, because we know he got it in him, because we seen it in him. It ain't like this no motherfucking 14 fights straight. This dude been doing this. We know, oh, he can do this, he can do that, but he just ain't pulling the trigger. Like Keon say, well, AB, we ain't gonna let your motherfucking hands go. This ain't that, bro. This ain't that. And we know this ain't that. But we're not gonna give him credit because, like I say, we're living in a moment, and because of what's being said about certain fighters, motherfuckers, I'm not saying you, we live motherfuckers picking sides and want to discredit to make one look like he's not this, that, and the third. But once you get into the ring with that fighter and he beat his motherfucking ass, then you know what I mean, motherfuckers ain't gonna say shit. But go ahead,
let me say this real quick. Swad Jones, I want to comment, right? You said Floyd has way more showmanship. Floyd had great defense, but Floyd made you pay too. Now, this is the thing, Swad Jones, right? You're taking this. See, this is the problem with people. They taking this one fight with Shakur Stevenson and summing it up as his whole fucking career. There were fights that Floyd made. We forgot about him because he had a million fights where he looked great, right? I just played you a fight where they was talking about how the crowd was booing. Floyd wasn't doing, like, Floyd had fights to where he ain't really let his hand. He did just enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, he won easily, right? Won all arounds, but he was doing pop shutting, you know what I'm saying? Jabbing, using his defense, doing just enough. You cannot take this one fight and pretend like Shakur Stevenson fights like that every fight. You mean to tell me that he wasn't in the pocket putting on the show his last 4 fights? So his last 4 fights didn't exist no more? Like, that's the thing with y'all, man. Y'all got to stop when you see one fight and then run off. And another thing you said about Edwin De Los Santos. This is what I take from Edwin De Los Santos, right? I've told everybody, when you had stupid motherfuckers with other channels on here talking about Edwin De Los Santos was a nobody and he wasn't shit, I was on my channel telling y'all that De Los Santos is a dangerous fighter and he very good. I'm the one that told everybody that he's a much better opponent than motherfucking Frank Martin. I told everybody that. A lot of people are not going to want to fight Edwin De Los Santos. A lot of these fighters, they're not going to want to fight him. So it ain't going to be easy for Edwin De Los Santos to get a big name, Swat Jones, because they're not going to want no smoke with him. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers will get on Twitter and troll and act like Shakur ain't shit, but they ain't going to get in there against him. You feel what I'm saying? They're not going to get in there.
How long you about to be on, bro?
I'm about to get off soon. Yeah,
I gotta go drop this food off to my son before his game, man. Hey, I'm gonna come back on here and chop it up with y'all next time you on.
What your son play,
for
bro?
sure. Appreciate you.
What your son play?
Oh man, that nigga a savage, boy. He played basketball. He played basketball.
Yeah, how old is he?
Yeah, this is freshman year in high school, man. He one of the best players out here in this area.
Where you at?
I'm out here in the Dallas area. We from California though, but I don't know some. I've been training him since he was 5-6 years old. For some reason, God decided to make him tall. I'm like 5'6", 5'7". He right under 6 feet tall, boy.
Oh shit, that's dope, man. That's dope, man. Much blessings to much
Man,
blessings to
come
you,
get with y'all. I enjoy talking to y'all. I'm gonna come get with y'all next time you on, Key.
Yeah, for sure.
You too, man. I be on y'all shit all the time. Bro.
Oh, it's all love, my bro. It's all love.
Yes, all love.
All right, now.
Yes, sir. Yeah, man. It's just like, man. See, he had a level head, right? It's cool when you can talk to people that actually, you know, you can tell he know boxing and he can understand some shit. A lot of motherfuckers, they just say the dumbest, retarded shit. You got a motherfucker in here right now that's in the chat talking about Rolly knocks out Shakur. Like, you just got motherfuckers just say the dumbest shit, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, fighters are not retarded. So fighters are looking at this, right? And they looking at Shakur and they like, damn. Like, this motherfucker can fight to where he could just outclass you and embarrass you, outbox you and embarrass you. You know what I'm saying? Touch you up. You know what I'm saying? He can fight in the inside mid-range. Or if you show that you got a whole bunch of power, he could use his fucking defense and beat you with his defense footwork and just, you know what I'm saying, like pop shot you all night. That's a dangerous type of fighter, man, when you can switch up the game and, you know, and go into different modes. But I can guarantee you that Shakur, we're not going to see him fight like this again for a long time. Shakur, but it's a learning experience also because people don't realize Edwin De Los Santos was a southpaw. Once again, that's fast, that got a whole bunch of power, that got real fast, quick twitch muscles, you know? So it was a lot of shit going on with Edwin De Los Santos, and he is a threat for a lot of these fighters. You know what I'm saying? Besides Gervonta Davis, what fighters in the division right now would you pick to beat De Los Santos at his best?
Well, you talking about 35?
Yeah, 35.
I like De Los Santos, bro, but I'm not as big on him as everybody else. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I like his skill set. I like what he's doing. He's a threat. He got poppy this, that, and the third. But like I say, I like to see him against a Frank Moore, right? We can gauge that. Would he get? Can he get him?
I think he beat the fuck out of Frank.
Yeah, that's your thoughts. You got Lomachenko right there. I got to look at the division. Ain't too much deep things of that nature. You feel me? But we'll see. We'll see what's next for him. I'm not gonna say that he can go in there and beat this fighter, beat that fighter, beat this fighter, or this fighter they can beat him. We do know he's a threat. Like I say, we see everybody that talk about him. They say he's strong. I had Devin in the chat last night, right? Devin sparred him. Devin say, look, he's strong, bro. Like, Edwin he's a good fighter and he's strong. So we all know that that's the a true statement, right? We can't take that
Well,
away
you
from
heard
him.
what Africa said about him.
Yeah. So you know,
Richardson Hitchens said, man, he was like, man, that motherfucker Edwin, man, he was like, I sparred him. He was like, man, he could box his ass off and he could crack like a motherfucker. He said, I felt his power with 10 ounce with what he say? He said, I felt this power with big sparring gloves
16
on.
ounces, y'all.
With 16-ounce gloves on, I felt this shit. That's what Richardson Hitchens said.
I don't think he can. This just me and my opinion. I think Shakur beat him 10 times out of 10. Right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like
if Shakur fought him again, I think it'll be a different fight in Shakur's style.
Yeah, that's why I just say like things that goes on. But I'm not gonna say that Santos can't beat these dudes. So I'll just like to wait and see, right? I'm not gonna assume shit or things of that nature. He do make a good fight with all of them though, because we know if you sit down with him and if you ain't got no defense or you ain't got no speed on you where you can counterpunch things of that nature, he gonna turn your ass up, right? So I'll love to just see. I'll love to see what's his next move next and who will he fight next. You know what I'm saying? So he up on the PBC side, right?
Yeah, he on PBC. Yeah.
Oh, so him and Frank can get made then.
Yeah, him and Frank Mark can fight.
Him and Frank can get made then. So you know, Frank was in a position to fight Shakur, right? It didn't happen. Now, what's the best way? Now how motherfuckers gauge fights, Key? Go fight him next and beat him better.
I think that's the next. I mean, De Los Santos didn't take no motherfucking punishment. I think they could make that fight soon. Like, I want to see Frank Martin and De Los Santos in the ring because you know Frank Martin hopped his ass on the internet talking about with crying emojis talking about Shakur Stevenson is food. Well, he was food. How come you ducked? What's happening, Queen? What's happening with him?
I would answer this dumb motherfucker back, Key, but he ain't shit but a troll, and we ain't dealing with no trolls tonight. You know what I'm saying? We dealing with motherfuckers who got some common sense and things of that nature because we know trolls when we see trolls. You dumb motherfuckers trying to reply to what we talking about and ain't even keeping up with what we saying. So why the fuck would we answer you back if you can't even comprehend some of the simple shit we saying? Get the fuck out of here somewhere.
Yeah, but you know, like I said, man, all it's gonna take is Shakur Stevenson next fight, right? He gonna come out and dominate. I hope he get the Lomachenko fight. You know what I'm saying? I hope he get the Lomachenko fight, or shit, even Navarrete now. Even one of those fights. It's gonna be one of those opponents he gonna get next. You know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't mind either or, bro. Even Navarrete.
And he gonna come because, like I said, man, Shakur, he was fucked up about the performance because he wasn't happy with himself. So you know that he gonna come next. He gonna come next, and he gonna put on a show. He not gonna come out and fight like this again. We know that.
Even if it be Navarrete, they're gonna find a way to discredit it because they're gonna say, "Well, you know, Navarrete, he lost to Conceição for real." So like, they gonna find a way.
They gonna say that he came up in weight.
Yeah.
He was too little.
This shit crazy though. How we got to defend the man coming off a win.
So Dank Lurkin, you was in there watching the fight with us. So you said it's a thin line between the sweet science and being scared. A lot of people saying that Shakur was terrified and scared. So what was motherfucking De Los Santos when Shakur had him on his back foot?
Exactly, bro.
Because ain't nobody talking about it, but a lot of that fight, Shakur had De Los Santos on his back foot.
I was just about to say that. How the fuck he scared? And when he started pressing De Los Santos' ass, he didn't do nothing. Like I say, man, we know De Los Santos styles. Y'all saying all this other shit, right? Like I said, that was his first opportunity to become a world champion. You feel me? And Shakur took away what he do best. He couldn't land shit. He couldn't land nothing at all. You know what I mean? The thing is, Shakur not letting his offense go. That's it.
It's just
it. You feel me? He couldn't do shit. Shakur just didn't pull the trigger on his offense when he made a miss. And let's not talk about how De Los Santos kept trying to hit him with that fucking elbow last night. But we gonna leave that on the side. We just gonna sit that on the side. So get out of here with the word shit, bro.
And Shakur showed that he was stronger than De Los Santos when they would wrap up. Because a lot of another thing, De Los Santos was wrapping up like they was both holding each other a lot in that fight. but Shakur was stronger than De Los Santos on the inside. So, shit crazy. Man, a lot of things that was going on in that fight, they just want to pinpoint on what Shakur wasn't doing, but won't say nothing about what De Los Santos wasn't doing. You know what I'm saying? Won't say shit about what De Los Santos wasn't doing.
Yes, sir. We know exactly what it is, bro. They motherfucking master got on Twitter and said something, and them niggas assholes got wet, and they ran clean to the internet to try to discredit.
Jalen Thomas said Shaky Foster would give Shakur. You talking about give Shakur around for his money? Well, y'all, that's what I'm saying, man. I'm about to log off. But what this shows you, money, is most people, just like Floyd, just like the great Roger Mayweather said, they don't know shit about boxing, bro. They don't know how to defer different boxing styles. Like, they don't know shit about boxing, bro, at all. You know what I'm saying? They sit there, and we got to understand that, we get comments from a lot of people that just watch, but they don't know what the fuck they watching. They don't know that different styles make fights. They don't know nothing about boxing at all.
I'm trying to tell you, bro.
You know what I'm saying? At all, and that's just the truth of the matter, dog. It's just the truth of the matter.
They go along with what they heard, man. They go along with what they heard. Like I say, they go along, get along, like Kwame Brown say. These motherfuckers want to fit in. They want to be part of the gang, you know what I mean? So they go and they say that silly, stupid shit. But like I say, soon as Shakur come back and put on a hell of a performance, bro, and everything go change up. Everything go change up. And still, like I say, Devin Haney shouldn't be saying shit. You feel me? Because you didn't want to get in the ring with the man. So you up here lying about motherfucking offers and up here trying to troll a motherfucker. And soon as Tank just came out on your motherfucking ass on Twitter, he made your ass run like a bitch. You ain't want to say nothing else. When Tank said he gonna get your ass 10% and call you his son. You know what I mean? You watching Tank to see how to dress next week, motherfucker. Get out of here somewhere with that corny ass shit. People crazy, man. Bro. It's weird as fuck.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Like I said, and at the end of the day, that's one fight with Shakur Stevenson. He didn't gave us a ton of fucking great action-packed fights where he dominated and beat motherfuckers up. And he had one fight to where it was a lackluster performance, a boring fight. And now everybody want to act like, oh man, that's him throughout his whole career. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to act like that's him throughout his whole career now. It is what it is, man. I've seen, and to keep it a buck, I've seen Tank have bad performances. The thing with Tank is he got the equalizer. He's able to have bad performance, and really not let his hands go, but then catch you with one shot and put you to sleep. That's the difference between Tank. He got that equalizer. Everybody is not gonna have great performances every fucking night. Every night out, not in football, not in baseball, not basketball, not in no sport. But if you get the win, that's all that matters, bro. That's all that matters. Come out with the W.
Thanks.
You know what I'm saying? If any of y'all, see, most of y'all ain't did shit, no type of sports. Y'all ain't did shit your whole life. But for the ones who have been active in any type of sports, right? Was you on 100% on the field or on the court, right? Most of y'all, you can tell, ain't did shit in fucking life when it comes to no type of athletics. But for the ones who have performed in any type of athletics, right? Were you on 100%? Were you on every single fucking game? And the answer will be no. That's it. That's all. You know what I'm saying? The answer gonna be no. That's it. That's all.
Got an athletic bone in their body.
Right. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Devin Haney was the last one that should have came out and said anything. He should have shut his fucking mouth. All the boring ass performances that he put on.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
motherfuckers are trying to justify that shit.
Yeah, and he could have been in the motherfucking ring fighting Shakur instead of De Los Santos, but we know why that didn't happen. William Old School says, I played football, basketball, track, baseball, box, and kickbox. And William Old School, was you at your best every single time that you stepped in the ring or stepped on the court? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that people was complaining about that. Remember, because we was getting on people's helmet about it, money, and saying Devin did what the fuck he had to do. Remember, the first Kambosos fight, people was complaining about that it was boring and Devin only fucking used the jab. He wouldn't let his hands go. He only wanted to move and run and use the jab the whole night. Exactly. Remember when everybody was running around saying that?
Exactly.
But all of a sudden, now all of a sudden, Shakur Stevenson's performance last night equates to Devin Haney being a motherfucking killer. Man, I'm gone, bro. These motherfuckers are sick, for real. Y'all need to go to another one of these other motherfucking weird ass channels for that shit. You know,
now, you know, Devin and Shakur ain't a competitive fight now after last night and shit. So people don't want to see the fight now. It ain't worthy. Man, get the fuck out of here somewhere. Like I swear to God, they want to make Devin this big box office fighter, like he just the motherfucking pound for pound #1 king. Everybody can't wait to see him. We buying out his fights. They selling out like hotcakes, and he just the hottest thing on the market, bro. These motherfuckers weird as fuck, fam.
Yeah, you know. But like I said,
150,000 pay-per-view buys last fight, but he a motherfucking box office draw.
Right. But you know, like I said, man, it wasn't a good performance last night. It wasn't a crowd pleasing performance last night. I wasn't entertained. I'm pretty sure you wasn't entertained. But being a real boxing fan, right? You know that sometimes that's just how it got to be, and we respect it. As long as you go out there and you got to do what you got to do to get the win. You know what I'm saying? Ain't none of these fans signing your motherfucking paycheck or none of that shit. Sometimes you got to do what the fuck you got to do to get the win. Shakur be back, and everybody gonna pretend like this didn't happen when he beat one of your favorite fighters. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So y'all better tread fucking light, because he fuck around and get in the ring with one of your favorite fighters and beat him, and y'all talking all this shit. Then what?
For real, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Then what? Because like I said, y'all acting like the man career over. The man 26 years old. He still got a long career ahead of him. So you better tread lightly.
Mm-hmm. Man got a long way to go. And that's what I'm just saying, though. Motherfuckers out here discrediting him, acting like he ain't who he is, though. Like, come on, bro. He's still one of the top shotters in this motherfucking game. Ain't nothing changed. He's still on the pound for pound list. Right? Just became a 3-division world champion. Whether y'all like it or not, the man just became a 3-division world champion, bro. A 3-division world champion. You feel me? And y'all can say what y'all want to say, but go look at Elvin De Los Santos and his stats. And Shakur nulled and void his ass on a lot of that shit. So, yeah, he did. But he ran. And he ran, and he ran, and he ran. Okay,
I got the stats.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, you know, speaking of the stats before we log off real quick, I got the stats, money. Here are the stats right here. Let me see. Can you see this? Can you see it? You can't see it.
There you go. Yeah, we can see it.
Can you see the stats?
Yep. Now it's a little blurry. 40 out of 106.
So, okay, I'll read it. It says total jabs, Shakur Stevenson, 46 out of 155, right? He landed 46 through 155. De Los Santos landed 26 through 217.
God damn.
Why did Shakur Stevenson double the amount of jabs that he landed on De Los Santos, but De Los Santos threw way more jabs than Shakur Stevenson? Answer that, okay? Power punches landed and thrown. Shakur only landed 19 out of 54. That ain't shit. Santos landed 14 out of 99. So Shakur outlanded him in power punches and threw way less. Shit, he almost threw. De Los Santos almost threw double amount of power punches that Shakur threw, but still landed less than him, right? And then De Los Santos, right? De Los Santos, he set a CompuBox record once again. Julio Concepcion. He set a CompuBox record. Your boy set a CompuBox record, right? Total of 40 punches landed is the lowest for 12-round fight ever recorded in CompuBox history. The lowest. And this man, and Shakur did that with one hand throughout the whole night, right? So you talking about running, and he was running. Well, why didn't De Los Santos cut off the ring? Because you also brought up Karen. You also brought up, oh man, he did the same thing that Karen did to Boots. Well, the last time I checked, Boots shut out Karen 12 rounds to 0. The last time I checked, Boots won every round against Karen. How come De Los Santos couldn't win every round against Shakur Stevenson if the nigga was running so much? Answer that. The last time I checked, when Boots fought that dude Karen, Boots won every motherfucking round because Karen was running the whole fight and wasn't engaging. Now, you said that Shakur Stevenson was running and wasn't engaging. How come he couldn't win every round against Shakur Stevenson? How come Shakur threw less than him but landed more punches than him in every category? With that, we're going to wrap it up, Money. Man, let me get your last word, Money Brown.
Man, great show today. Shouts out to everybody that came through and showed love, man. Shouts out to the homie that jumped up on the panel. Look here, man. Look, this is boxing, y'all. Things like this happen in the sport of boxing, especially when you got great talent out there, right? We're not in the business of discrediting or taking no credit away from nobody. You understand what I'm saying? If you go out there, you do good shit, you'll get your just due, right? Regardless if I feel you this, that, and the third or not. I'm not taking nothing away from nobody. You feel me? It's just the game now is a lot of these motherfuckers is kissing ass to fit in, you know what I mean, with certain motherfuckers to discredit certain fighters to try to make it look like the person that they really like is better than the next, man. And that's what's fucked up about the game nowadays. You know what I mean? Shakur Stevenson didn't put on the best performance, the offense last night, but it don't take away that he went out there and did exactly what he needed to do to win the fight and walk away victorious and become a 3-division world champion. And he still, you know what I'm saying, got more to do. You know what I'm saying? His fucking career is not over with. And, you know, we'll see how everything play out in the future. But when your favorite fighter it's all the motherfuckers that discredit the man. When he get an opportunity to fight that man, let's see if his ass sign that contract and get in that ring. You know what I'm saying? Simple as that. Shouts out to Shakur. Congratulations once again, man, on the W. And you know, Key will be seeing what's next for the next big fight.
Yes,
and y'all
sir,
make sure y'all follow me on YouTube. I will be live tonight, fam.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And for you weirdos that can't hear or you can't understand, how many fucking times do I gotta tell y'all it wasn't a good performance? Like we said it last night. We said it, we're saying it today. We said it was a boring fight. He didn't put on a good performance. I wasn't entertained. How many fucking times do you want me to tell you? Like, I don't understand what's wrong with y'all. Y'all keep talking about, oh man, why are you protecting him? Why don't you just admit that the fight wasn't it? How many times do you want me to say this shit? And how many words do you want me to say it? Like, I don't understand what you're talking about. But we ain't gonna fucking sit up here and act ignorant like a lot of y'all acting and act like, oh man, Shakur's garbage and he's trash and Shakur, man, I don't ever want to see Shakur fight again and everybody beat Shakur. We're not gonna act like that because we are real boxing fans and we know the sport of boxing. Y'all just come around just acting like some fucking grown ass middle school students and shit. Like, god damn.
Motherfuckers
You know
grown
what I'm
as
saying?
hell, acting like little kids.
How much like I criticized him last night during the fight. Money Brown just told you. We did a whole fucking 4.5 hour live stream, and I'm criticizing, saying, yeah, Shakur got to do more than this. Like, this ain't it, Shakur. I came on here today and criticized him and said, you know, hey, he put on a lackluster performance. It was a fucking, it was a goddamn, what did I say? I said it was a fucking, I can't think of what I said, but man, like I done said it plenty of times. I'm not finna come on here and act like y'all do. Now, I didn't do it when Devin put on motherfucking boring performances. I didn't do it when it was fights that Floyd Mayweather was in that wasn't fucking, you know what I'm saying, crowd friendly. Now, if you come back next time and show that you that fighter and then come like, okay, now we got a problem. But I don't condemn a fighter off of one fucking fight. That's what's wrong with boxing fans. That's why a lot of these fighters are scared to get in the ring and take an L. Because motherfuckers get to running around like some fucking wild hyenas on the fucking internet. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, man. Like, it's terrible. Like, say what you got to say, but stop running around here with just outlandish, dumbass shit. Like, this shit crazy, man. But and Dank Lurkin, man, I see you in the building. But yeah, man, we out, man. I appreciate everybody that tuned in. Some of y'all need to go and do film study, watch boxing, learn a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Learn the history of boxing, and maybe you wouldn't talk so fucking ignorant all the time. But man, with that being said, I'm Money Brown, man, will probably be on tonight. So make sure that you tune in to his show tonight. And y'all already know what it is. There you go, talking that boxing again. And I'm gone.